Good morning. Welcome to News Monday. News Monday is a great day, although it is a little bit early. It's only 7:45 BC time, 8:45 Alberta time, 10:45 Ontario time. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The point is, there might not be enough news to share, but there always is. There always is news. Why is there always news, especially stupid news? But let's move on to real news for a second. I'm not sure if you checked out CBC, but let's go to CBC where we learn some very, very important things about Canada. The first being, we don't really have any good news. We are a newsless population. We talk about things like the dog that got hit walking the crosswalk. We talk about the orca that got hurt during the training games off the coast of Victoria. You know, we talk about things like this. The one especially is Mom, the headline. Headline was Mom slams drug rehabilitation run by scientists. She sends her son to a drug rehabilitation thing in Ontario. No, she's from Ontario. Sends it to Quebec. Kid's in there for like 3 days. They go, no, we can't help you. Reject. But they don't give her back her 10 grand. Of course, Mom's upset because they could put the kid on a bus. They put a drug-addicted kid on the bus, sent him back to Ontario, didn't give him any money to go, kept the 10 grand. Sounds like a pretty good scam to me. Darn those Scientologists. I don't know what's going on, but that's the best we can do. Of course, in America, news is very different. CNN's got everything going on. They got war, they got death, they got guns, they got all kinds of stuff. It's really quite amazing from a news perspective. The most interesting one, maybe not the most interesting one, but that's kind of relevant, is these two brothers. One had kidney disease. He went into the hospital. The other brother went in to get his kidney taken out, replaced, put in the other guy. The guy who goes in to give his kidney dies on the kidney table. The other guy gets 80% or 60% of his kidney, and he dies a year later. This just tells us a few things. One, if you donate, understand there's still a risk. But two, people are donating things all over the world. In fact, one of the funniest stories going on these days, it's not that funny, but it's very applicable, but it's still kind of funny, is that a Chinese teenager donated his kidney so that he could buy an iPhone. Of course, he's now suffering from like a renal deficiency or something like that. But 5 people were, of course, charged in this. This was in China, where you can't really get an iPhone and those kinds of things, so it was all black market stuff, of course. How are you going to take out a kidney and sell for an iPhone? In America and Canada, this doesn't happen. But other things do happen, which are absolutely ridiculous. For example, a guy who owned 10 acres of land in Wyoming, he put up a store, a house, and a gas station, called it his own town, and sold it for $1 million to a Vietnamese guy on the internet. He created a town from his land and sold it. Now that's something worth talking about. In fact, it's a pretty good idea. Also, there was another person who bought a certificate to an oil company in the U.S., and it is actually connected to Coca-Cola, so they believe that there's $130 million worth of company stock owed. They're taking him to court, and he bought it at a garage sale, of all things. Never underestimate the power of a garage sale. Let's see, what else is going on in the news today? Now Wyoming, we got the stocks, we got the kidneys, we got the news, we got those kinds of things. I'm not sure if there's anything else worth talking about today. No, there isn't. That's about as exciting as the news gets, but as far as it goes, oh, you know the other thing that's probably worth talking about? Hunger Games. Everybody's talking about Hunger Games. From a news perspective, it was top of the box office again. For, I don't know, has it been out 3 weeks? 3 weeks, let's say? $50 million, $30 million? Doesn't matter. Millions and millions of dollars. Did you see the movie? I saw the movie. I kind of liked it. I was actually a little bit impressed. The ending kind of sucked, but because I didn't read the book, it was good. And there's another lesson learned here. Everybody who read the book didn't like the show. This is why you should not read. Folks, don't read. You're only going to mess up your entertainment value. And that's what's in the news today. Happy Easter! 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 Did the Easter Bunny come see you? He didn't leave me a bloody thing. Nothing. Again, I'm not sure what happened. I sent the note. I hopped around. I have kids. He came for them. But nothing for me. Now, to all fairness, ever since I moved to Edmonton, I put on like 5 pounds or 6 pounds. So really, I shouldn't be having Easter Bunny talking to me, because I'm getting all, jiggly. I can feel my going up and down the steps now. I'm not saying I put on so much that it doesn't fit. I'm just saying. It still would have been nice that Easter Bunny came to visit. Although I do have to go and work out. Maybe if he visited, I'd have more chocolate and more motivation to go work out like yourself. Oh, you didn't come and visit. I sure hope came and visited you. The Easter Bunny, I guess, is prejudiced to old people. No, on that one.